keep growing with IPED. It's indeed a pleasure to be back with you on Grow with IPED. You know, IPED's the premier microfinance institution in Guyana, and we have been blazing the trail of entrepreneurship development for the past 28 years. So, are you a small or micro business entrepreneurs? Do you need financing for your business? Then why not come into IPED and let us help you to get going and keep growing with IPED. Don't forget too that at IPED we also provide business development services from IPED's Entrepreneurial Development Center. That is why at IPED we say that we teach a man to fish rather than to give him a fish every day. And that's our philosophy at IPED, helping you to get going and keep growing with IPED. On my program this week, I'll be talking about the importance of the internet and the social media to you, the small and micro business entrepreneurs out there. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after this short ad break.
Pursue a career in business and management or build your human resource capacity with diplomas and advanced diplomas from the Institute of Commercial Management based in the UK. Contact IPED's Entrepreneurial Development Centre. Our diploma and advanced diploma courses include business studies, project management, marketing, office management, human resource development, and international trade. Affordable evening classes, qualified tutors, a comfortable environment with free learning materials and study facilities. Choose IPED and ICN.
Welcome back, and it's indeed a pleasure to have you with me on my program of Grow with IPED. Remember, in my opening remarks, I said we'll be talking today about the importance of the internet and the social media to you, the small and micro entrepreneurs. And I'm very pleased to have with me on the program today Mr. Vijay Dattadin, and he is the owner of Red Spider. I do not know anything much about the Red Spider, so I'll ask Mr. Vijay Dattadin to tell you all about himself and the Red Spider. Hearty welcome to you, Mr. Dattadin.
Thank you, Indar.
Well, tell us about Red Spider.
Red Spider is a web solutions company. We build websites, we host websites, we register domain names. So any individual or company wanting to have a presence online, we can arrange that.
Wow, we can arrange that. And maybe you need to tell them where you are located.
Hatfield Street, Hatfield and Breeder Streets in
Right.
Work-in-Rust.
Right, and maybe you can contact me to IPED Indar, and I'd be very, very willing to give you contact numbers and any other additional information how you can get in contact with Mr. Dattadin. It's indeed a pleasure to have you on my program this week, Mr. Dattadin.
Right, thank you very much.
Well, you know,
My
our
pleasure.
topic is that of internet and social media. And that's your baby, that's your pet subject. What is really social media?
Well, social media is, in any network or social networks, as they're called, it's about transferring information. And if you want to take just a few steps back in the web, in the history of the web, it was all about information coming from corporations, as an example, companies, to consumers. And social media has changed that. Social media like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, just to name the three big ones, has changed that because it allows the consumers, the citizens, to have their say as well. They can respond to a company, as an example. They can express an opinion on a newspaper article by commenting on it. They can even upload their own videos to YouTube to illustrate something or show what's happening somewhere. So that's where social media comes in, where it's a network, just like the internet always was, but the flow of information now is distinctly two-way.
So you see that it's a big advantage if we have business persons, entrepreneurs get on board to use it to their advantage.
I certainly think so. It does allow even small business owners, entrepreneurs, single man operations or single woman operations to have a reach as wide as the biggest corporation in the world. Once you can get your message onto, let's say, Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, effectively you can reach a bigger population as anyone else.
You know something, very often people would, ask me that, or they want to know, are small business owners or micro business owners in Guyana, are they appreciative of promotion, advertising their businesses, and maybe you're in the field of, advertising using the internet. Do you think small business owners are using social media to their advantage?
I think so. To my mind, it's a growing trend. And I think the ones who have, the smaller the business perhaps, the greater the incentive. Because the ones who have had a look at it realize that bang for buck, so to speak, that the cost of doing so, they can get the greatest rewards. They can reach the most potential customers, as an example.
Okay.
So I have seen many a small business, various things, boutiques, salons, small entrepreneurs, advertising their products on Facebook, trying to reach customers on Twitter, and even, for instance, posting a video or two to showcase their work or their wares, whether it's a service or a product, on the internet, and being able to do so quite cheaply without having to have a very large infrastructure or a permanent infrastructure to do so.
Well, I know IPED, we are utilizing social media. Maybe I'm not sure if to the maximum, use or extent, but we have been utilizing it. And maybe you are a host, for a website. And I think IPED as an example. That is why on my program this week, we want to talk to you, the small and micro business owners, on the importance of getting on board the social media network. You mentioned Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Those are the only three forms of social media outlets?
No, not at all. Those are the big ones.
Those are the
Facebook
big
is
ones.
allegedly the biggest, as
The
an
biggest.
example, with allegedly about 1 billion users, but the other two following close behind. But there are many other social media outlets, if you want to call them that, or locations that people can use. And they take various forms. Even the photo sharing services, as an
Okay.
example, like which might be a bit more popular, like Flickr, as an
Okay.
example, have gone towards a social network approach. So there are many more than those three that businesses can use, depending on what kind of business they're in.
But those are the three most popular.
Those are the three most popular, and certainly the three most popular in Guyana.
Okay. Which one, though, you think is more user-friendly or would give an entrepreneur, the most advantage?
Well, actually, I would recommend using all three, because
All
they
three.
all have different strengths.
Okay.
As an example, if you wanted to upload a video of your products, then YouTube is the place for you to go. If you wanted to constantly stream small bits of information about the products you're retailing or about the services that you're offering, Twitter is very well set up for that.
Okay.
And Facebook perhaps combines the two, but no one of them is lacking, so to speak.
Okay.
I would say all of them are good tools,
Okay.
and those three and others may be suited to you based on your business. If you're a photo studio, I can see as an example Yahoo's Flickr and even YouTube being really good platforms for you to showcase your work, so that everybody in Guyana and even elsewhere could see it.
Okay. You're watching Grow at IPED, and here I'm chatting with Mr. Datadin, and we're talking about the benefits of social media and how you as small entrepreneurs can use it to the advantage of your business and, for your businesses to grow and to take advantage of all the opportunities that are out there in the environment around you. Mr. Datadin, I'm a small business owner, and I know many persons are watching this program right now. I'm a small business owner. What advice can you give them in terms of cost? What do they need to get, to get on board this whole social media network? How can they start? They don't have anything.
Well, actually, the hurdle is very low. Obviously, to begin with, you've got to have an internet connection,
Okay.
either permanent or a temporary, but you have to have some means of access to the internet. But to use the service, to sign up on Facebook, to sign up for a Twitter account, to sign up for YouTube, it's free.
It's
So-
totally free.
Yeah, it's totally free. So that's one of the great things about it, that using a social network to promote your business begins at the best possible price, free. So going out to get the accounts and get yourself established is not too hard. If you've never, ever, ever done it before, or let's take perhaps a far case, if you've never even used the internet much before, you might find it at first a little intimidating, but you can be quite encouraged by the fact that it's very easy to do, that anyone can learn to do it.
Very user
For
friendly.
sure. So I would say to any such small business person who might be thinking about it, go for it, because the starting price is free. You have nothing to risk, so to speak.
Not a good risk. But I think there's some capital cost attached. You have to have your computer, you know.
You have to have a computer.
You have to have a
an
computer.
internet connection.
You have to have a connection.
I point out that when you think about the fact that your consumers, your customers, are probably going to be doing the same thing, that's where it makes sense to you to hang your shingle out
Right.
on the internet
Right.
and in social media, because especially the young people in Guyana, that's where you will find them looking for information.
Quite true.
So you'll be well served if you put your information in those locations for them to find easily. As an example, if you create a Facebook page for your business, it means that you're potentially exposing yourself to all the over 100,000 Guyanese, according to the statistics we've been tracking, who are using Facebook. Many of those Guyanese, by the way, are outside the country as well. It's in the diaspora too.
And many of those Guyanese are ordinary people, you know, Mr. Natalin. I gather.
Yes.
Ordinary folks.
Yes, but in a range of, even though I stressed that the young people are using it, the users are a range of ages.
Right.
You know, from the older generation, as people say, all the way down to the school kids
Right.
are using it. So if you want to connect with your customers, and if you want to keep connecting with your customers, because that's one of the things that the social media allows you to do. Once the customers are listening to you, once they've liked you on Facebook, once they're following your tweets, it means that actually you've opened the direct channel
Quite true.
to the customer.
And then the customer can give
And there's
their
nothing
feedback.
better in advertising.
Quite true.
It's almost as good as face-to-face or word of mouth, which is the best form of advertising.
And then you'll get your customer feedback, their comments about the products or
You'll get-
services. You know?
And you'll get it directly.
Quite true.
You wouldn't get it by hearsay. Worst case, customer has a complaint about your service or about a product. You will hear it directly from them
Right.
in their own words. You can respond. And they can know that you're taking care of what they see as a problem.
Right.
So, and also, by the way, other people, your other customers or your other potential customers can also see that you are taking care of a customer.
Okay.
And you'd be surprised how impressed people are by that.
Quite true, you know.
Yeah,
Your
it's not only
openness.
the customer service that I experience,
Right.
but the customer service that I see other people experiencing
you know.
helps me to, think about doing business with you.
Your willingness to really, entertain and to listen to people's ideas and comments,
Yep.
Sometimes people are scared to do that.
Sometimes people are scared to do that,
Yeah.
yes, and you might be surprised from time to time you'll get a good suggestion,
Quite true,
that you wouldn't have thought of.
The ideas and the suggestions and the innovations, they don't come from you, they come from the people around you, even your users of your products.
Very much so. Yeah, two heads are always better than one.
Quite true.
And 10,000 heads are certainly better than one as well. So
Right.
connecting with your customers has all of these good things. It allows you to tell them about your latest product, as an example. It allows you to get feedback cheaply, because you're not doing anything special to get it. You're just listening on maybe some issue that your business has that you don't know, as a service issue or something like that you could potentially improve.
You know what is amazing is that it costs little or nothing. All you have to have is a laptop or a computer.
Yeah,
And it costs you nothing else.
and it costs you nothing else.
Nothing else.
And with, as an example, the government's one laptop per
Right.
family program, with the new promised internet connection coming in from Brazil, I believe, I think that only mean that your pool of customers
Right.
is going to get bigger.
Bigger.
So once again, for businesses, small or large, it really makes good sense